You ready? Stop staring at my fucking wart.
Go ahead.
What's up, fuckface?
Not much, you gross warty fuck.
Jesus. Well, we did a bet. I don't remember what it was, so I had you bring the beer.
Yeah,
What'd you bring?
I got it. It was an amber ale. I saw it, so I was like, "Ooh, let's get that." It's a Bozone Select Amber Ale. Haven't had this amber yet.
I don't remember the last time I had a Bozone. It's out of Bozeman, yeah, of course.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Well, that makes sense. I've never even heard of this. So
you've never heard of Bozone?
Really? I saw it in the store. I was like, "Hey, I'll try that."
Ooh, that was a squirty one.
Cheers.
Shot. I do that every time. Ooh, I like that.
It's pretty good, actually.
It is good. Kind of tastes like a Street Fight a little bit.
It does.
It's got that same.
It's got a bit of a heavier feel to it, but yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's kind of a smooth, very smooth.
It is good. I like that. Obviously, it's not like very famous around here, though. I don't see it very often.
Bozone? Bozone's been around for a long time.
At least this one, like on tap. If you're thinking about things, it's
right.
It's like Cold Smoke.
Only 5.5%.
That's probably why it's not that famous. Cold Smoke, Street Fight, all those are like the well-known ones to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Bozone's
been around for a long time, though.
I'm not saying it hasn't. I'm just saying it's not as popular, obviously.
Right. Pull your mic a little bit. Just a little bit more between us. Trying to Joe Rogan you here.
Uh-huh. Was that you breathing in it? What's that noise?
Yeah. Is that your phone? Are you getting email?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, like, pull it like this way a little bit.
Well, I did, and then I pretty much made it fall out. There we go. That's far I think I'm going to go.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That'll be good. It's pretty sensitive. I get so paranoid about, like, not being able to, like, it's going to sound like shit.
Like our first podcast on your...
That alone made all my podcasts me stress out forever.
Yeah.
Because...
Well, we had that one time in 406 Broncos, too, didn't we? It was like the audio just didn't go through.
Something like that.
I swear to God we did, and we're like, oh my God. We had to redo one, didn't we? I swear we did redo one.
Probably. And I always got to check to make sure it's still recording. Because, like, I freak out. Remember that one time on this one where it stopped recording?
No, yeah, what happened? Like, you had to re-record.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so you couldn't open it up or something.
God, the pains of... If I could just record, like, just be the guy that sits down, talks, and then somebody else handles it.
You need a producer, you know?
Exactly. I don't trust anybody else, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you have a producer, that's their job. I'm sure they wouldn't want to trust you with it.
Right. Speaking of 406 Broncos, fucking NFL season is back.
I know. I love it, even though I didn't get to watch the first fucking week. And I won't get to watch this one either. It'll be my Wednesday.
What a bummer.
And Monday, I can't watch that either. I'll watch Thursdays. And then I will watch the Sunday after.
You'll get to see next weekend?
Yeah.
You get 2 weekends.
It'll be my Friday, though, so I have to go to bed early. But yeah.
Well, we probably play early anyway.
Yeah.
We play probably at 2 or something like that. So you'll probably watch the game and go to bed.
We'll go to bed around 8 or 9.
Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You just won't get to watch the night game.
I won't watch all of the night game, at least. Yeah, I love this season. I just don't like to have to work it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, it was a good first week.
They kicked ass.
Well, Broncos did really good. But, like, that Monday night game we watched, man, that was
a good
Ravens game. Titans or Ravens Raiders. As much as I hate the Raiders, like, it was still exciting to watch.
That was a good game. And I was cheering for everybody I had on my fantasy, so.
Oh, of course. And then I lost my fantasy by 0.3 to my brother.
I have had that happen. I've had it where it was on the dot on the point as well, so they go off your bench.
Yeah.
I hate that. And
literally,
I lost.
And I would have won if it was my bench. Literally, all the way up until like halfway through the fourth quarter, it said I had a 99% chance of winning. And then in the last minutes, I lose. And you know what sucks too? Mark Andrews, who I had, dropped a pass in overtime. That would have put me over. All he needed to get was like a couple yards. 4 yards. That's all he needed.
And that's it. Did you have Mark Andrews and anyone else in that game? Or?
Yeah, I had Josh Jacobs,
who
who didn't get a lot of yards but got 2 touchdowns.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah, he got me like 16 points.
Yeah.
And then Mark Andrews got me 2.
I had Darren Waller and Lamar Jackson.
See, he had Darren Waller. He had Darren.
Oh, ouch.
Right, and so that's what put him over. But it was just like barely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not happy.
I don't feel good on that league right now. How I saw my team play.
I still feel good in it, and like that's another thing. Like Josh Allen had a shitty week. It's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes your players just don't show up.
I know, yeah. They don't, but this one they didn't. But my other 2 on the NFL fantasy killed it.
Right. Well, and then
Killed
like
it.
Mark Andrews didn't show up, and I had Gronk on the bench who killed it.
Yeah.
It's just like
I had Antonio Brown on my bench and he killed it. My cousin texted me like, "You should have put Antonio Brown in," and I'm like,
hindsight.
Yeah, I should have, but
See-
I think I beat everybody in points pretty much in that league anyway. So
And it was nice too, though, because I had Gordon and Gaskin. I have both those guys as my bench running backs in both leagues.
yeah.
It just so happened that's how it turned out. I don't usually like to do that. I mean, I have 3 of the same players in both leagues. But it's like all my starters are pretty much the same. And usually like when I do fantasy, my bench ends up being a lot of the same players. Just cuz like you're fishing for the same late players, you know. And so I played Gordon in one league and Gaskin in the other because they were both kind of projected the same, but I figured one of them was going to go off, and Gordon was the one that went off. And it's just like, if I would have played Gordon in the other league, I would have been fine. It's just one of those things.
Did you beat fantasy at least? NFL?
NFL, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Or
who'd you play?
Craig.
And how much did you win by? Oh, you were
I was
like
the
153.
I was the second highest.
And I hit like 170 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so you're the number 1 in that league right now, and I'm the number 2.
That's right.
And then also, though, I picked up the Cardinals defense in that league. I dropped, the number 1 defense right now. I mean,
I gotta check. I tried to grab Sterling Shepard, and
I think you might have got him
that's a good pick.
because I looked at him and
Looks like Daniel Jones loves him. He also has Galladay, don't he?
yeah,
He didn't. He was. I guess he went back.
and
forth.
Slayton too.
I think he likes Sterling Shepard.
It's a good pick. Who else did I tried to get that running back from 49ers. Somebody got him
running back.
because Mostert's out for either this season or a couple weeks.
Yeah, pissed me off. I saw someone do a trade on, I think Brian's league. They're like, and it was accepted as a trade. I don't know what went through. I didn't vote on it. I don't know what was going on with it. But one guy is trading Mostert to another guy who's giving him a good running back, and I'm like, you're kind of helping each other out
That's a
here.
bullshit
Yeah,
trade.
exactly. So I'm like,
Unless the guy was dumb enough and didn't know he was on IR.
yeah. Well, I think it's just a help out thing, and I think that's kind of
bullshit.
dumb.
The commissioner should deny
Well,
that.
Brian accepted it, I think.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, dude, I'm playing. Jim this week,
Yeah.
and
Projected him winning.
no, he's starting Rodgers over Mahomes.
He just played Mahomes, and he had 52 points.
I know, but I know what he does. He hits that optimize button, and Rodgers is projected higher for some fucking reason. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Rodgers is going to have a much better week than last week, but why would you ever start anyone over Mahomes? Even Aaron Rodgers.
No one.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, based on the way they played last week, even if Rodgers gets 3 touchdowns and 300 yards, Mahomes is going to get 4 touchdowns and 300 yards or 400 yards.
Yeah.
Mahomes will most likely 9 times out of 10 always have better stats than Aaron Rodgers on a weekly basis.
Probably.
Based on those offenses,
Mhm.
you got Tyreek Hill, you got
I love picking that guy.
Kelsey. Come on. Crazy. So I'm like sitting here like, okay. They have Rodgers projected at 40, like almost 40 points. And they have like Mahomes projected at
I
like
think they
32.
might have. They're projecting a bounce back game.
Still, that's insane. To have him projected at that and then Mahomes projected at 32, and I have Kyler Murray, who got me 50 points last week, projects me at like 31.
Well, I don't know why they're thinking that because I think Rodgers is going to be just kind of crap. I don't think he cares.
I think he'll have an okay game or maybe even a pretty good game, but never would I ever play him over Mahomes.
I don't know. With everything going on, I just don't think he cares.
Could be. Did
All
you
right,
see Ronald Darby got hurt too?
Yeah, I did see that.
I didn't notice that.
And
But Surtain's getting his first start.
Yeah. What, they're going to put him on IR and they're going to watch him after 3 weeks just to see.
See, here's the thing that's nice.
That's okay. PS2 can work.
We
it.
lost Judy and we lost Darby for at least 3 weeks.
At least 3 weeks, yeah.
Fortunately, the 2 deepest positions we have,
Yeah.
by far.
Yeah.
Like, we still have Fuller, Callahan, and PS2.
Yeah.
And then we got Patrick, who I picked up in fantasy as well. I think
Patrick?
I think
KJ Hamler's going to go.
I think he will too, but I think Tim Patrick's going to have a...
You don't think Sutton will be taking the reins?
I think he will. I think Sutton will also have good games. It's hard to say because I think they're all going to have potentially good games. Out of all of our receiving threats, you know who I think is going to be the biggest? Noah Fant.
Yeah.
Teddy really likes Noah.
Okay.
He's targeting him a lot.
He likes the tight end spot.
I think he does, yeah. Well, he look at how much he threw to Alberto, and then
Yeah,
Noah
that's
was
true.
the number 1 target, had the most targets.
Did he really?
hmm
Hmm.
And then for him to throw to Alberto as much too, Teddy really likes those tight end routes.
Should see if Noah is available.
No way, he's not. There's no way. He was like a top 5. He was like in the top 7 tight ends.
It's top 5.
Top
I don't
7.
think so.
Top 7.
Top 5 would be Kittle, Kelsey, Waller,
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews, maybe Gronk. Now,
Gronk dropped. Like, oh, you're talking about like currently?
well, currently now, definitely now. But
Like, and at the beginning of fantasy, I think
who else would have been?
5 was I know Fant was
That
like 6 or
Pitts guy?
7. Kyle Pitts, yeah,
Yeah.
it was Kyle Pitts.
I grabbed him, but he didn't do very good for me.
He's a rookie still though.
Yeah, that's true.
He'll have growing pains.
I
I picked up Higbee as my backup in one of them. I thought that was a good one.
Let's go ahead and get off of fantasy. I don't think people care too much about that.
Yeah, football talk. Real quick though, I do want to say one more thing before we switch off. What's his name? Colin Coward.
Yeah.
He had the Broncos at number 9 in his top 10. Yeah,
Really?
crazy, right?
Well, just not even 2 years ago, he's talking how Drew Lock was in his top 10 quarterbacks. So
Well, yeah, I guess there's a reason he got fired from Fox, right?
this was on his show though.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of sad, man. I do want to see Drew Lock succeed though.
I do too, but I mean,
He's
if
still
it
there.
if it happens, it happens. I mean, I think he's a solid backup,
Oh yeah.
so we'll see what happens.
What do you think? We're
You
gonna
can't
go
deny
back?
Teddy now, though.
We're gonna go back now. We're gonna go back on the draft, getting another QB again.
I think they go. That's what
What do
they're
you think?
saying.
What do you think is gonna happen then?
They're gonna go for a veteran.
A QB veteran?
Yeah. If they don't stick with Teddy, if Teddy doesn't, Teddy would have to blow the fucking roof off the place. Which so far, he's looking all right. But if I think Teddy has I think he has like 1 year on his contract after this. So we
Well,
could just keep, because we picked up his contract. I think we could keep him potentially if he does well enough and nobody's available. But if like we can get an Aaron Rodgers or a Deshaun Watson or like a Matt Ryan or something like that, I think.
Ooh, if we could pick up Matt Ryan.
I
'Cause,
think-
what's his contract like? Cause he got one more year.
Hefty.
Does he got one more year?
He's
though?
got a lot of years,
Oh,
but
he
we would
does
have to
still?
trade for him. Yeah,
Mm.
but Atlanta's looking to fucking deal. Like, I feel like Atlanta's ready for a restart.
I think Matt Ryan was ready for a restart.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind Ryan, but I would almost like to shop a little bit more.
I'd rather have Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah, for sure. But with all that scandalous
I know,
bullshit,
but that gives you the whole year to let that kind of cool off.
Mhm.
And the two teams that were in like contention for him were the Dolphins and the Eagles, and both those quarterbacks looked really good on Sunday.
yeah.
So
Well,
they're
I
not
thought
gonna-
we were in contention for Deshaun.
We were for a little, yeah, we were.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't.
But
think
I'm just
that ever
saying, like
stopped.
recently, the most recent talks
Oh.
were those two, and both those quarterbacks looked great.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts looked good.
I wouldn't say Tua looked great, but I don't know. What do I know?
It's
Yeah.
funny how those two quarterbacks were in the Alabama championship and they benched Jalen Hurts for Tua
Yeah, right. And they won.
and they won. And Jalen Hurts was a good quarterback that year. Very good quarterback. I mean, hell, he brought them to the championship. All right, talk. Something new. I just figured no one cares about that.
Some people
At least fantasy.
do. Yeah.
Our fantasy.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. We should point out the fact that my guy here turned the big 3-0.
A dirty 30.
He surpassed his 20s and he's moved on to the 30s.
Yeah. Yep. Nothing feels different though. It's weird. Like, yeah, it's a new decade, but
Well,
slash off another decade of my life.
you've officially lost your youth.
Yeah.
We gotta.
I'll never see those 20s again.
That honestly makes me kind of like. I don't like that. I don't like
Oh.
aging.
Well, who does?
And it's like, how does it feel to know that you're just like creeping into
How does it
death?
feel that 20 years from now I'll be 50?
Yeah, you're closer to 50 than you are to
10?
no, you're the same
9?
than you are to like when you were born.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
But you know what's crazy though? Here's what I always think about. It's like when you think about how long ago. I mean, time always.
If I think about my last 10 years being 20, I did a lot
It's
of
a
fucking
long
stuff.
time.
I did a lot of stuff.
And time always seems like it flies by when you go like month to month or even like year to year. Like when I think about like 2 years ago, that doesn't seem that long ago. But then when you start thinking back 10 years, that's forever ago. I mean, 10 years ago I was in high school.
yeah.
That seems like forever ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. Time's such a weird thing. And this is going to sound kind of like, I don't mean to like bring it down a little bit here, but with the whole like 9/11 stuff that we just had, like I was really kind of watching a lot of that and like thinking about how sudden death is.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I think about it. It creeps into my mind a lot, actually.
So how sudden death is?
Just more than it should.
Yeah, I've done. No, I get that. I've done that. You know, it's the worst time. I do it a lot. It's like when I'm just trying to go to bed,
Yes.
and then it's just like I hit that like that shit in my head goes in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and then I'll go and I'll just put on TV.
That's
And
why I listen to TV, because otherwise my mind will just think about
race.
that.
It'll race and think about bad shit. Yeah. No, I know. I get it. I've had that for a while.
Really? Well, I'm glad I'm not alone.
No.
Like, I
can't shut my brain off when I'm trying to go to bed. you
No,
know?
me neither, man. It's either I'm thinking about like just money or stressful stuff, or like what am I gonna do tomorrow, or like
Yeah.
it's anything, and then
Yeah.
or sometimes it's things like am I gonna die tomorrow? You know, like but it's
It's just how fragile we are. And I think about that a lot.
dude, I think about the fact like I could just be walking to work and a truck could just careen off the road and kill me and I wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And then that's it. That's gone.
then I start
Everything.
to think about like, then you gotta like start, and then your mind goes into like, what's the afterlife? Like, what happens when we die? And then the worst thing that I can really like start wrapping my head around, and forget space and aliens and even just like time, like how, you know, if you start thinking about like the past and the future and all that stuff, like that can make your mind go forever. the thing that makes my mind twist and turn and like I can't even like comprehend it when I really start thinking about it is just this. Like the idea of like we really are here. Like this is real. You watch movies, you play video games, all that shit, and that's all like manufactured. It's all like scripted. It's all fake, really. You know, those are real people in movies or whatever, but it's all scripted. It's all just like an imaginary world. But like this world we're in, it's the physical flesh form. Like everything we do, everything we say, it's all like
it's in the now moment.
Yes. And like it's kind of funny for me to think about like at any given moment, I have if I'm in the grocery store, I have all the power in the world to just be like, Wah!
Yeah, I thought
you know what
before.
I mean? It's just like that. I could do that, but like obviously, like there's parts of me that stop me from doing that. Mainly embarrassment and
yeah, you write your own story.
Exactly, but it's like you literally have the ability to do all that shit, and it just I can't.
What if we were the never-ending story? You know, and like like our life is just getting written in the book right then and now, and someone's reading it,
right?
And we do that, something like that, and then he randomly blurted in the store.
I can't tell you the amount of times when we were serving, how badly I wanted to do and say just like the craziest shit to customers.
Fuck you!
Or just to like
flip the table.
Yeah, I always thought about like taking a tray full of food and just being like
slam.
Boom! Right on the table. Like, there's your fucking food! Or even as I'm just walking with a tray, just be like, ah! Like, watch all the people
just to see what they do. It would be hilarious if we had a good rewind button in life, you know? So you could do something stupid and like that, just to see what the outcome would be like. And then you're like, all right, I'll go back.
Yeah, right? How that might affect your life.
Yeah.
You're fired.
All right, let's go back 10 minutes. I won't ever do that again.
God. Yeah. And it's just...
If we had a click button, man.
For real.
That'd be hilarious.
When I start thinking about, like, reality, like, how we are real...
You know what's weird is how long... Like, I've gone through this, you know, thinking train before, too. And, the fact that... Let's just put everything aside... like religion and all that aside, because everyone knows how it was.
Right.
But practically everything was here forever, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, you could think of the Big Bang, or
that's another thing too.
Or God created.
Yeah.
But the fact that everything existed and we didn't, and then you are brought to existence, and now you have this conscience. But everything, like, then you were nothing. You were never a thing.
Yeah.
And then eventually you won't be a thing again.
See, but here's the thing, too.
But here we are. I am living, and I know I'm living. I have this memory. And this memory might be lost when I'm dead. Like, I could be just nothing again. But, like, and that's where I get kind of spiritual, because I feel like it feels more like a purpose that I am here. Like, I have this conscience, I have this time to be alive and feeling it. That might be something again, you know?
When I start thinking about this stuff, this is when I want to have kids. Because it's like...
To bring down your legacy,
well, yeah, it's like, at least if I did that, someone will remember me. Like, someone will always... Like, for another generation will be like, that's my father.
Yeah.
Like, he gave me this life.
Yeah.
At least that's like probably... It really is like the greatest thing you can ever do is like give life to somebody.
Well, you're going to have to knock someone up or marry someone there.
Well,
Dakota.
I know, but it's like that's when I start really thinking about all that. It's like the only reason I don't have a kid is all selfish reasons. You know, it's because I want to be able to like do my own stuff.
Yeah.
But God, it's just like
what scares me is you like how we were talking about how fragile we are. It's just how any of your loved ones can just be there one day and just gone the next.
I know.
I am always terrified of anything like that. Petrifies me.
Well, it's like,
especially like when Savannah had that wreck. Oh, dude, my fucking mind was going.
well, and think about like how drastically that would have like changed your life, your course of life.
I'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Like my whole like just me and so I would just be done. Like I don't think I'd be normal for at least a long.
It would take a long time. Yeah. Take some therapy and
yeah.
See, and it's like I was thinking about. Here's another thing that like fucks with me. It's like we think about like all the great things that we get to like be a part of, moments in life, and just like even just, you know, sporting events or historic moments in time that we get to witness or be a part of. And it's like I was thinking about like Don, and I'm thinking about like all the stuff he wasn't here for, that he missed. And it's like that fucks with me because it's like, oh, how cool would that have been for him to get to see this? And it's like, this is a weird thing to like think about, but it's like we got to experience the beginning and the end of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know what I mean? Like we were there for when Iron Man all the way till Endgame. And that's truly like that storyline.
Yeah.
We got to see it all as it happened. Some people never got to see that.
I know.
Some people made it like halfway through. And that breaks my goddamn heart.
I saw when we were talking about that, I saw something about that, like a kid. They did like a special thing for a kid who had cancer, and you got to go and see Deadpool before it came out in theaters. So he got to see it, and then unfortunately he died just right after. And he didn't get to see Deadpool 2. He doesn't get to see anything else coming after Deadpool. It's just like, but they did do that for him. That's great and everything. But like,
see,
it sucks that he's a child. He should be able to go live through it all.
That's another thing that fucks with me too. Is it's like, you know, there's people that are younger than me who have died, and it's like I've been fortunate enough to experience just however longer I've been alive and experienced things than some people who died way younger than me. It's like, that's crazy to me. It's crazy to me to think that people like my age die. And so it's like they've only experienced exactly the amount of time I've experienced. And it's like we can only hope that we can experience more life.
But it gives me a spooky thought that I had. I remember I was in high school, or no, I was in middle school. And I was talking to this kid because there was a bad wreck, and one of the girls died at our middle school. And I was in gym class, and I was talking to this kid. I was like, man, how crazy it was. She just died, you know? And he's like, I know, it's so crazy. You know, we just kind of talked about it. That next summer, he died from a rafting accident, got carried down by a log, and fucking drowned. And I was talking to him about how crazy it was that this one girl died. That's happened to me twice. I was with my buddy in high school, Shallon. He had a friend. He died in like some sort of crazy cop situation where he like brought out a shotgun and started shooting at him in the road and got killed by him. Well, we were talking, me and him and another buddy of his. I can't remember where he was from, but we were talking about how, man, that was crazy that ever happened. Well, his other buddy, not like maybe 2 years later, dies in a hunting accident. Got shot by like, you know, accidental shooting, you know. And it's just like crazy to me. I'm like talking to these people how crazy it is. Someone else died and now they're dead. Man. Yeah, that was always spooky to me. Like having two freaking conversations with people, how spooky it was, and now that conversation only lives with me.
Right. Well, it's like, I guess you just gotta hope that whenever your time to go is, it's your time to go, and like you fulfilled whatever purpose you were meant to have here. It's just, I don't know, man. I would like to live a decently.
I always wish we just knew, though. Not like the big question mark in the air, like, oh, is it a purpose that we live? It's just random, you know? Like,
if we knew for a fact that there was an afterlife, I would 100% be so much more comfortable with death. If I knew for a guaranteed
I think that's where
fact,
faith comes
of course. But it's like if I knew, oh yeah, like when I'm gone from here, like I'm on to the next thing.
Yeah. I just wish that, like, it would also be just great to know the purpose in life. When just like, oh, you know,
Oh my god,
I was
dude.
sent here, and I this is my purpose in life.
I'm getting like an anxiety attack. I'm fucking serious. Like, just the
Too
whole.
dark for you?
No, it's just like anytime I think about like what if when it's over, it's just there's nothing, and it's like I can't picture that. Like, oh my god, dude, I'm getting.
Well,
anxiety.
at least if you think about it in that way, I mean, like, you don't remember anything of being before born, right?
Yes, but I don't want to not be me. Like, I don't want to not be here.
I get it. I feel like there's a little bit more to us, though. I feel like there is a spirit to us.
Fuck, I hope so, man. It just terrifies me.
It's kind of crazy, though, if you think about all the random events just to make us. Like, it is like a 1 in trillionth chance for us to be so perfect to the sun, have a perfect atmosphere, to have a conscience.
I'm gonna have a fucking anxiety attack, dude.
All right, can you want to move to the next?
Yeah,
One? Have a beer, dude.
we're all gonna die.
Well, yeah, that's the truth.
And God, I just don't like the idea of nothing.
I dealt with this stuff a lot more when I was younger, and I kind of, like, I had severe anxiety, and I mean, I deal with pretty bad anxiety still, but I deal with it in my own ways. You know what really does just comfort me?
Beer.
Just keeping my mind entertained, especially like with shows, like you were saying, like when you sleep. I hate it when people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't be sleeping with a TV." I was like, dude, it's the most comfortable thing for me. I like it. Like, it literally just drowns my head out, and I can just sleep and go to bed, you know, and I feel cozy. That's how it is.
You know what gives me? You know what would give me peace too? Is like knowing I'm leaving a legacy of some kind. Like,
There you go.
like I'll be remembered in some way.
Somehow, maybe this is it.
Well, that's I mean, that legitimately is a lot of why I started podcasting. Is like at least I'll have like something for people to look back on and like see of me. I don't know, man. I don't like thinking about it. I'm glad I'm 28 and I hope I don't fucking die randomly. God, I don't like talking about it. What do you think is the worst way to die? What would be like your worst fear? Like your worst like death?
I don't want to ever present that because I don't want anyone to ever try it on.
Good call. Good call. We'll just move on. Good call. You don't want anybody to know what.
No one to know what that is.
Deal. I agree with that. Let's not put that out in the ether. Oh my god.
Yep.
I am happy to like think about the fact that like if we want to go in an opposite direction of like the whole death thing, it's like I am happy to like be alive when I am. It's like think about all the things that you've gotten to see and the people you've met.
The time that we are alive is way better than any time you could be alive.
Of course.
Of this world.
Well, it's like
Thank God, dude.
I think everybody who I'm sure everybody who's lived kind of is like, damn, it doesn't get better than this. Like I got to enjoy this, I got to enjoy this. For me, it's like when I think about like all my favorite music, all my favorite bands, it's like, damn, dude, I got to live through this. Like this is awesome. I got to be a part of this. I got to see them. But it's like if I lived,
You would have not known any better.
yeah, if I lived 20 years ago, I would have been thinking the same thing about the Beatles or
20 years ago.
well, I'm just saying like or
I get you.
Nirvana, Hendrix, whatever, you know.
At least in today's society, like it's, I mean, your lifespan is a lot longer. It doesn't usually deal with disease or death.
Yeah, you have a lot better chance of living longer.
Yeah.
Which is crazy too, man. It's like to think people like used to only live till 40 or 50.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was a typical average lifespan at one point in time. And it's like now we have it so cush and easy.
In a sense, yeah.
I don't know. It is like it's crazy to me to think like, you know, we've gotten to live through some of the coolest football moments, like some of the greatest athletes in the world, just period, all across the board.
Yep.
Football, basketball, baseball. MMA. We've gotten to witness some of the coolest stuff. We get to travel to cool places. It's just
Quickly too.
yeah, and it's like it's pretty impressive that we get to live when we do. So that should be, you got to comfort yourself sometimes with thoughts like that. It's like people have had it so much worse.
Way worse.
There's people across the world now.
Yeah.
Who
still.
And you know what?
We're in a very cushy, great place.
You know what depresses me even more than like people who are born into like shitty situations? People born into great situations and then are just idiots. Like they live their life like goddamn fools. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
Okay, let me think about like the. I don't even know how to like describe this.
I get what you're saying though.
Think about like somebody just living in like, or like people who like get hooked on drugs.
Yeah, you get some of them rich people who are hooked on drugs and
Not
stuff.
even
like
that. I'm just talking about like the life we live is pretty goddamn amazing.
Oh, we're good on self-discipline.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, I don't live in like a mansion or nothing. Like, I make a pretty decent wage or whatever, but it's still way better than most places. And it's like, then there's people who just piss it away by doing drugs or stuff. And like, think about just people who are like street people, and like, God bless them. You know, I hope the best for them. But it's like, that's their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's the life they have to live, and they only get to do that one time.
Some of them have to live that way. Some of them chose it.
But even worse than that are people who are just act like goddamn idiots.
Here's Exhibit A, Hunter Biden.
Yeah, well, yeah,
That's
but
a big one.
I'm even just talking about like if you look at like some of these
Any liberals?
idiots on TikTok, just some of the dumb things people do and say. It's like, that's what you chose to do with your life?
Yeah.
That's what you
A
chose?
dancer in TikTok?
Not even that.
Different.
Like, just some of these, like, crazy people that are, like... Or how about, like, spending your whole life in jail?
Yeah,
Damn, that just
what about-
sucks, man.
Do something
What a
stupid.
waste.
Some of the stuff like that crazy. Like, your life is literally just in a room.
In a box.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's your life. That is your life. You gotta live it. Life sentence.
You know what you gotta do?
Huh.
You gotta live life like a garden. And dig it. What did you think of... I'm completely changing the subject.
That's okay. We can totally do that.
What did you think of AOC wearing the Tax the Rich dress at the $30,000 event?
I laughed my ass off seeing that.
Surrounded by
the
literal
hypocrisy.
millionaires.
You know what I thought about that whole... What is it called? The Met Gala or
The Met
something?
Gala.
You know what? Like, someone even said it. And I thought it before they said it. It was just like... It's like watching the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
It's like you've seen all these hoity-toities, you know, parade around, and we're like...
Showing their, like,
Yeah,
immaculate...
showing their worth.
showing
you know,
their
what-
wealth.
Yeah, and here we are. We're sitting here just trying to live life, trying to make a paycheck day by day.
Now...
And here they are just fucking sporting their shit. Like, oh, come on now.
Right.
Especially AOC doing that. I'm
Well,
like, oh,
okay.
come
Give me
on.
your exact thoughts on, what went through your head on that.
When I saw that dress.
It's just her being there, wearing that dress, Tax the Rich.
A hypocrisy.
A ticket, exactly. A ticket to that place
is $30,000.
$30,000. A table there is like $200,000.
Isn't she working for the public? How is this happening? Like, how do you get that much money to spend $30,000, which is a yearly wage for most people?
Mm-hmm. So here's
and then not just that, a table there.
I thought about the fact that there was a good chance she was given a ticket.
Of course,
you know, like
yeah,
let's just
that makes sense.
I'm
sure someone did too.
Yeah, and as far as I've heard it, like let's just say in her highest defense, okay, in her highest defense, she was gifted a ticket. Her dress was given to her,
which was like what, another $20,000.
I'm sure. Because I've heard, designers will give their dresses to...
Yeah, promotion.
Yeah. And it's like they don't even get to keep the dress. Whatever. So let's just say, for instance, she completely went through that...
Scot-free.
Yeah. She is surrounded...
Or scotch-free.
Literally by multi-millionaires all over the place.
Yeah.
Like...
Oh, yeah.
Billie Eilish was there. I know Jared Leto goes to that shit all the time. There's a bunch of, like,
I literally don't pay attention to it.
No, I don't either. Like, I couldn't tell you all the people there. But I know there's a lot of musicians, actors, things like that. Multi-millionaires.
All the elites.
She's hobnobbing, shaking these people's hands, basically with a big fuck you to all of them. Like, hey.
Yeah, look at this. Fuck you.
Yeah. And it's like, and you're going to tell me. So, for all the people defending her...
What's funny is because they will defend her, but they only just hide their money somewhere else.
Right. But no, here's the thing, too. It's like... I'm talking about all the people who aren't going to get taxed. They're like, yeah, tax the rich! It's like, she's hobnobbing with all these people, and you think that she, like, sincerely is, like, just fakely shaking their hands and, like, wants to just be like, oh, man, I can't wait to take all your money. No! She loves being amongst those people. She wants to be those people. Why do you think she was there?
Yeah.
Just to, like, be like... Just to make a statement and to, like... Oh, dude, she was all smiles. Because she loved it. She loved the glitz and glamour. She would love to be a multimillionaire. And if she was, guarantee you, she wouldn't want to give a single dime of it up.
Yeah.
People only... I mean, and don't get me wrong.
Tax her. What I get is...
And I don't think she's ultra rich. She definitely makes more money than me.
No, but somehow they all get fucking rich. Target like see Nancy Pelosi.
Of course.
I love capitalism.
Yes.
I'll always stand true to that. I think we have a corporatism problem. The mass corporatisms. But you also have to give a defense to, because of what they are, they're always going after a lot of them. You have to give a defense to some of these people. They're giving jobs out. Like, there's hundreds and thousands of jobs to these people, and they just want to completely eat them up.
Well, and don't get me wrong. I do think
I think they could do their fair share.
Sure.
Don't get me wrong. But it's always so hard to do that to any so elite, like CEO or fucking founder of a huge corporate, because all they do is just shift money. All they do is find loopholes.
Yeah,
they have the bankers, they have the investors, they can do it all. It doesn't matter.
That's a problem, though.
Oh, it's a horrible problem, but it is always going to happen.
Unfortunately. But
what happens is they do all this crap, and it not just affects them, it affects middle class horribly.
Yeah.
Most of the time it does. So you just see the big hoity-toity rich people just get away with everything still. But someone who is actually still in that fucking, not their tax bracket, but a higher tax bracket, but still has all this shit to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
And they are getting eaten up by the fucking, how the tax is. It drives me crazy, especially because it, with someone who's actually like, who does make decent amount of money, who is a little bit like in the middle class above, and then they are literally just like sweating, working, and they are just getting gobbled up by tax.
And don't get any benefits.
No.
On top of that.
It's crazy.
They're not eligible for any benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sucky. Also, want to say R.I.P. to Norm Macdonald.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. That's crazy. He had cancer?
Yeah, for the last 10 years. Nobody knew.
He kept that hush-hush?
Kept it to himself.
What was it?
I don't really know.
Did he know since 10 years ago he was terminal or something?
No, he's just been battling it.
He's been battling it the whole time?
Yeah.
And then, like, the last couple of years...
It clearly was a slow thing. It wasn't like...
He probably thought he beat it, and then he came back.
Yeah,
Usually that happens.
Yeah.
You relapse on it.
Sucks, man. What a great guy.
Cancer.
All those SNL guys, Sandler, Spade, all those guys, Chris Rock, they all looked at Norm as like the funniest guy in the room.
Really?
Yeah.
Norm of all of them, he didn't even get as popular as them either.
He has a different sense of humor.
He has a different
he's not
sense
like
of humor.
He's not like a marketing the most marketable guy, but they all thought he was the funniest guy in the room, and like that was like the guy they looked up to.
He's got like he doesn't give a shit too. Like he'll say what he wants to say, and you're like, ooh.
Dude, I
loved it.
I've always enjoyed him.
I liked him too. I watched the whole. It wasn't even too long ago. Like it was just like a whole thing of Norm Macdonald's like kind of roasting people.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And then one of the most iconic voices that I'll probably never be able to do an impersonation of. There's just something about it that's like,
yeah,
it's just his own. It's his own.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never heard anyone impersonate him. So.
He's just he's so iconic. Like when you hear his voice, you know it's him.
Yeah.
So, R.I.P. to Norm. Fucking cheers, Norm. All right. So we're gonna play a game.
First time doing it. First time rules for me. Yeah.
So we're gonna play a song, a random song. We got it on Pandora, so it's always gonna be random. Mac is gonna have to try and sing it or hum it to me, and I have to guess the song. We're gonna start with today's hits, which neither of us really know because we don't pay attention to modern music. We don't really know a lot of like the big hits right now. So this could be funny. We're gonna try out with today's hits, and if it's just like failing miserably, we'll switch to something.
I feel like the score is gonna be 0-0 at the end.
Like I said, we'll start with these, and then maybe we'll switch to something different.
All right.
So go ahead and just let's see what we got.
Is it really 6:40?
Probably.
All right. I have no idea who this is.
Should we even do the top hits?
Oh, it's country.
Go for it.
Huh?
Go for it.
Okay.
Could I guess it?
Oh, it's like. I cannot sing this, dude. I have no idea.
So go for it. Try it. We gotta do songs that we know.
Alright.
Because at least like it'll be funnier for you to like try.
This guy sounds like he's like trying to rap country.
Well, you know what?
Like,
actually, you know what would be great is if you do songs that I would know that you probably wouldn't know, and then we'll do the other way.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like I'll do.
That just was a bad one, I think. To be honest, for today's hits, I have never even heard that song ever.
I'm gonna pick a playlist, a playlist that I listen to. Is it still playing for you?
No.
Oh. And then we'll see if you can sing songs that I know. Okay. You know what I mean? That you probably don't. You know what I mean?
I'll sing songs that you know.
Like I'm gonna hit this one that playlist I listen to all the time.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah. And then we'll find a playlist that you're probably more apt to know.
Sure.
And we'll go for that. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna play this one, and we'll go ahead and just play that and skip to the next one. This will be interesting because I listen to this playlist all the time.
Oh.
Put the headphone in.
I don't know if you're gonna say anything though. I won't know.
I'll tell you if I know.
Huh?
I'll tell you if I know. Don't let me hear it. Give me some. Give me what you.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, it's Volbeat. It's Volbeat.
No.
No?
Okay,
keep going.
I'm trying an idea.
Oh, it's Chevelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes that's just gonna be too easy now.
You might as well go a couple times.
Here we go.
You knew that song? That was I
know this song too, but
well, just hump.
All right, here we go. Can you feel it crush you?
Oh,
It's
it's Crossfade.
yeah, it's like I only need to say one thing.
Still, though, it's funny to hear you do it. I want to hear you do the music more.
I'll try doing it in this one. It's kind of hard to do that more.
Yeah, but it's funnier.
Do 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 do. Yeah, it just keeps doing the same thing. Do 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 do.
I want to see if I can get it just on. I want to see if I can get it just on the music.
Do do.
Is this a song I would know pretty well?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Give me the words.
I don't know this song very well. Do what you do.
Oh, it's Mudvayne. It's Mudvayne.
Yeah, this is too easy, man.
It's so funny to hear you do the music. Do 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 do.
Well, it went like that forever.
Yeah.
Okay,
One more, and then we'll switch.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'll do the lyric if you want to, but it's hard. They all just kind of keep with the beat. I have to wait for the chorus.
I got you.
Do 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 do. It's just a little heavier. It's like do 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 do. Swinging my head through.
Oh, it's Black Honey. Okay.
I didn't know that song
Black
either.
Honey by Thrice.
Yeah.
It's funny because like I couldn't get it off of that, but like now that I know,
You can see it.
like yeah, it's very clear to me. Like that's. Like I can hear the music now. Like now
It's not my freaking genre.
Okay, so
I would have no idea.
what playlist should I do for
should
you?
almost, if anything, because I'm not into music as much as you are, so either 90s or 2000s probably.
Just rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do like like alternative rock.
Yeah, alternative rock.
Alternative fuck. That's what it auto-corrected to. Ooh. You might be able to get this. There's a weird intro, and then it's going to come in. So let's see if you can get... You should be able to get this.
Maybe. I hate it when people say that.
Dun, 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 dun. My eyes are open wide.
Shine down.
By the way.
Yeah.
I wish I could have got more of the, like, music.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Down, 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 down.
I know.
Down, 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 down. On a cobweb afternoon in a room full of emptiness by a freeway, I confess I was lost in the pages of a book.
I have it on my playlist.
Can you think of like the band at least?
I'm trying. I have it on my playlist. This is what I hate about this, is because I just
If a
just mash everything up.
lay to rest anywhere we wanna go, in your house I long to be, room by room.
I know the song. I do.
The song's coming. The song title's coming up. Ready? I'll wait for you there, Like a stone.
Why do I can't I?
It's Like a Stone by
Yeah,
Audio Slave.
Audio Slave. All right, fuck.
People had to hear me sing that way too long.
Audio Slave. Fuck me, dude. I really wanted to say Soundgarden for a second, but
Well, it's the same singer.
is it really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Chris Cornell.
Mhm.
So he had both of those bands.
Yeah, he sang in Audio Slave and Soundgarden and Temple of a
Okay.
Dog.
Fuck. That's why I was getting like I wanted to say Soundgarden really bad.
Oh, here you go. This is a good one. I don't know if you're gonna get this though. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Sometimes I feel the fear of uncertainty stinging clear. When I can't help but ask myself how much I need to steer, take the wheel and steer.
Oh. I do know.
Taking me before, and it seems to be the back.
Yeah.
Haunting a mess uphill. Lately, I beginning to find that I should be the one behind the wheel.
Yeah, I know the song. I'm trying to figure out who the.
Any guesses?
Does it start with a T?
No. Let me just tell you.
No. Wait. I can hear it.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is.
I know the song. I'm just like I said, man.
Incubus.
I'm gonna be bad with the names. Yeah.
Drive by
I
Incubus.
probably wouldn't.
Wanna
have
do one
gotten
more?
that, to be honest, do one more.
Do one more. You got the first one. Ooh. I don't know.
Yeah, I do. 3 Days Grace, isn't it?
Huh?
Isn't that 3 Days Grace?
No.
I thought that was.
Fumbling his confidence and wondering why the world is
Fuck!
past
I'm
him
so bad at
by. I don't know that you would know this band's name.
I do know the song though.
Hoping that he's meant for more than arguments and failed attempts to fly. Song called Meant to Live by Switchfoot.
Okay, I do know the song.
Yeah.
Do another one.
I believe that you know them.
I just don't know the names very well.
You know what sucks to know?
Do one more.
One more? Okay.
Do one. Go easy.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna run out of skips on this. Okay. Bam 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 dun 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 bam 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 bam. You don't know this one, do you?
Sounds familiar,
I'm the man in the box. It's Man in the Box by Alice in Chains. Okay, here you go. You got to get this one. This is perfect for coming up time of the year. Okay?
I don't
Who's
know.
just there at jealousy. I'm not even gonna do this part. This part sucks. Just wait till it starts.
You're doing the.
There's like a weird intro. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dead I am, the one extend my name and sun slipping through the trees, strangle and the breeze. Dun 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 dun.
I don't know, man. Is it Rob Zombie?
It is Rob Zombie.
Okay.
It is Rob Zombie.
All right.
You got it.
All right. Good. At least I got two.
Good job. Now, you know what sucks about that, though?
Those were more rock than alternative rock.
I know, I had to pick a different station. So here's the thing that sucks. Is I know for a fact from recording myself in the past that when I sing with headphones on, I'm so out of fucking key and tune. That's going to sound like dog shit. Now, just to close out this episode, I got a story for you. When I was little, if anybody remembers Borders books, remember Borders? The book, it was like a Hastings.
Okay, yeah.
They used to have like listening stations where you could scan a CD and it would give you like 30 seconds of like a song. Yeah, from the CD. You could even do all the songs and it would just give you like a 30-second play. Some CDs, you'd get the whole song. And so I knew which CDs they were every time I'd go there. So I would just sit there and listen to like free music. This is before I had like a phone and stuff where I could just listen to music all the time. So I'd just go into Borders and like listen to like full albums on the listening stations. For some reason, as a child, I really liked Cher. And one of the albums that gave you the full song was Cher, like Greatest Hits or something like that. And so I'm sitting here, no joke, I'm sitting here listening to Cher, and I'm going, do you believe in love and love? And, like, I look over and this guy's just, like, standing there staring at me. And I'm like, oh, shit, I was just singing out loud. So, like, the whole... And it's a bookstore, so, like, the whole place is quiet. And I'm sitting here just... Yeah, I can feel something! And then, like... yeah. So... That was a good embarrassing.
You noticed it all? You're like, whoa.
I looked over and there was like a decent like crowd like watching me, and I'm just like, that's enough from me today. I never forgot that. So to this day, every time I like sing out loud when I have headphones in, it's immediately what I think of.
That's funny. It's good shit.
Well,
all right.
Yeah. Let's just fuck the bet because who knows when we're gonna get to do this again. So. Or do you want to do a bet?
Hold on. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday. It's my 5 days, so...
Next week?
Wednesday I can.
Oh.
That'll be our 2 days, and then I'll be about 2 weeks not to, so...
Okay. Well, do you want to do a football game?
Sure.
We've not done a football game on here yet. Do you want to do like... What's the Sunday night game?
I don't know.
I think it's Chiefs...
How many... Did we even get a Sunday night this
nope.
week? Again?
Yep.
Well, we got one last year, but one.
So, let's see. Pick a good matchup. What's the Sunday night game? I think it's Chiefs-Ravens. Let's not vote on that.
Did we get a Monday at least?
Huh?
Did we get a Monday at all?
I think we have 2 prime times. One Monday, one Thursday. So what's the Monday night game? Packers, 49ers, I think.
Giants gets. Oh, I guess it's Thursday. So Sunday night would be Lions Packers.
Fuck that.
Oh no, that's
Monday
night's
night.
game.
What's the Monday?
Chiefs and Ravens. Fucking Ravens got 2 prime timers in a row.
Yeah. Well, they were good. And I don't want to vote on that. That's an easy one. Pick like a tough matchup. What's a tough matchup on there? That we can like.
Why is that easy? Chiefs and Ravens.
Because I'm gonna go Chiefs. Who's not gonna take Chiefs?
I could see Ravens doing it.
You want to do that one?
I don't care. Well, hold on. Let me look. Okay, so here's the laydown.
Let me see.
Raiders, Steelers.
That's an alright one.
49ers, Eagles.
Yeah.
49ers will win, I bet. Texans, Browns will win.
Yeah.
Broncos, Jaguars.
Can't do that one.
Saints and Panthers.
Yeah.
Rams and Colts. Rams will win. Bills and Dolphins.
That's not a bad one.
Bills will win, I think. Well, maybe.
Yeah, it's not a bad one.
Jets and Patriots.
Yeah.
Bengals, Bears. Falcons, Bucks. Vikings, Cardinals. Titans, Seahawks, Cowboys, Chargers. That's a good one.
Titans, Seahawks is a good one. Cowboys, Chargers.
Cowboys, Chargers is a really good one, I think.
You want to do that one?
I think Cowboys, Chargers.
Who you get?
I'm going to go with Cowboys.
Okay, I'll take Chargers.
All
right. That's a good one. Whoever wins, Cowboys, Chargers. Deal.
Cowboys. I think bring it back. They did good with the Bucks, so.
Okay. That's the bet then.
Cowboys.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. This has been the Good Old Boys Podcast. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers with my empty can.
We're all going to die.